Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, hear, listen, and obey. The Lord our Yah, the Lord is one. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. All praises to the Most High Yah.
Playing from S's iPhone. Please don't close the door on me.
Yes, Yah.
If I should go astray,
I know your love, your love.
If I should ever leave, if I should go astray, I know your love, your love.
Bless your name.
If I should ever leave,
Don't close the door.
I should go astray.
And I know your love. I know your love.
If I should ever leave, I know you will.
Oh,
If I should go, I know your love.
if I should, I know your love. I know your love.
If I go astray,
If I found the chauffeur, Emily. If I ever leave, oh, please don't close your door on me and wanna fight. Should go astray. I know your love will bring me home someday. If I should
confirmation. Turn up a little bit louder. This is your wake up call. This is your daily reminder. Turn up a little bit louder. This is your wake up call. This is your confirmation. This is your confirmation. Turn up a little bit louder. It's time for something good. 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 Get ready for the phone to ring. That email is on the way. Miracles are happening. It's about to be a real good day. You waited so patiently. That blessing is on the way. Miracles are happening. It's about to be a real good day. It's about to be a real good day. It's about to be a real good day. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. It's coming to you right now. Something good. It's time for something good. Hey, something good. Something good. Something good. Get ready for the phone to ring. That email is on the way. Miracles are happening. It's about to be a real good day. You waited so patiently. That blessing is on the way. Miracles are happening. It's about to be a real good day. It's about to be a real good day. It's about to be a real good day. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Something good is coming to you right now. You got to declare it. This is your wake-up call. This is your daily reminder. This is your confirmation. Turn up a little bit louder. This is your daily reminder. This is your confirmation. Turn up a little bit louder. Turn up a little bit louder. This is your daily reminder. This is your confirmation. Turn up a little bit louder. Right now. I feel it. I feel it. Right now. God don't mind if we keep this party going. Something good is coming to you right now. Something good. Anoint my head, anoint my feet, and your angels raining down here on the battleground. For your glory, we're taking territory, fighting unseen enemies like never before. We're waging war. Anoint my head, anoint my feet. Send your angels raining down here on the battleground. For your glory, we're taking territory, fighting unseen enemies like never before. We're waging war. That's what we need. Waging war. Tired of the devil stealing from me. Promise he won't get one more thing. Taking it back, taking territory. I'm ready for the battle. I'm ready to win. Even power, he lives within. I'm with the feeling, the enemy's not a taking territory. Going into battle. Going into battle. Going into battle. Be my sword. Be my shield as we claim the victory over the enemy. In your name, your rule and reign, never being defeated anymore. We're waging war. Be my sword, be my shield as we claim the victory over the enemy. In your name, your rule and reign, never being defeated anymore. We're waging war. Tired of the devil stealing from me. Promise he won't get one more thing. Taking it back, taking territory. I'm ready for the battle. I'm ready to win. He lives within. Enemies out of me. Taking it back, taking territory. Going into battle. Going into battle. Sing the fire, sing the fire. Oh, fire by night, cloud by day. My soul tower sing the latter-rain, Lion of Judah, Lord God, mighty in battle, since you did it back then. We know you'll do it again. Fire by night, cloud by day. The soul tower sing the latter-rain, Lion of Judah, Lord God, mighty in battle, since you did it back then. We know you'll do it again. Going into battle. Going into battle. We're going into battle. Fire by night. Cloud by day. My strong tower sing the latter-rain, Lion of Judah, Lord God, mighty in battle, since you did it again. We know you'll do it again. Fire by night, fire by day. The latter-rain, Lion of Judah, Lord God, mighty in battle. Not of principalities, there's no peace. Not of the devil, stealing from me. Promise he won't get one more thing. I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back, I'm taking it back. Ready to win. We're raging, we're waging. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. On the third day
I'm excited because the Most High Yah is definitely a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. If you seek him first, the kingdom of the Most High Yah and all his righteousness, all things shall be added unto you. Therefore, the Most High Yah is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. He said, if you seek me, you shall find me when you seek me with your whole heart. He said, if you knock, that the door shall be open. Come on now. If you ask, you shall receive. And if you seek him, you will find him. The question is, are we seeking the Most High Yah with our whole heart? Now, he done wrote his Torah on our hearts and on our minds. But are we seeking the Most High Yah with our whole heart? As we walk through this teaching on the most important person on earth, are we seeking him with our whole heart? Come on in here, Queen Lisa. Bless you, sister. When you seek the Most High Yah with your whole heart, you begin to lay aside every weight that so easily beset you. And you begin to cast your cares on the Most High Yah because he cares for you. You begin to walk by faith and not by sight. You begin to come into the understanding of I can do all things through Mashiach who strengthens me. Because greater is he that is in me than he that was ever in this world. When you seek the Most High with your whole heart, you begin to say to yourself, when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Most High Yah will lift up a standard against him. He didn't give me a spirit of fear, but power and love and a sound mind. I know it's not by power nor by might, but it's by the Ruach HaKodesh. So when I begin to seek the Most High Yah with my whole heart, I begin to come out of darkness into his marvelous light. I begin to know right now that the Most High Yah is greater than my circumstances. I begin to know that the Most High Yah can do all things in my life, because with men, things might be impossible, but with the Most High Yah, all things are possible. I begin to change my mindset, the way I think, because I know right now my thoughts are not his thoughts. As high as the heavens are high, they're higher than mine. When I begin to seek the Most High Yah with my whole heart, you get an understanding that is not about you. That is all about the kingdom of the Most High Yah. When you begin to seek the Most High Yah with your whole heart, you begin to say, thou kingdom come, thou will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You begin to walk in a kind of like I'm unbothered kind of state. I'm unbothered because I'm walking by faith and not by sight. I'm unbothered because I know right now that the Most High Yah gives brand new mercies in a brand new day. Oh, I'm in this world. Come on now. And I'm in it. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. Y'all got to begin to walk in the mindset of the kingdom. Not one good thing will be withheld from you. And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it comes to finances. I don't care if it comes to your health. He said, if you seek me first, the kingdom of the Most High Yah and all his righteousness, then all things should be added unto you. Why are you doubting him? Why are you doubting him? Why are you leaning to your own understanding? When the word says, lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge the Most High Yah, because He is directing your path. He is the author and finisher of your faith. Why are you doubting the Most High if you seek in the kingdom? That don't go together. Doubt and kingdom don't go together. Fear and kingdom don't go together. Leaning to your own understanding when you in the kingdom, that don't go together. Come on now. We know that things will, kind of bother us in this walk in the world. We have disappointments and all kind of stuff, but the kingdom of the Most High Yah is like, all things shall be added unto you. Is it because you haven't learned to wait? Is it that you haven't really learned to get out of the Most High Yah's way? Are you really concerned about tomorrow when He says don't worry about tomorrow, and you're really worried about it? I mean, be honest with yourself. Are you seeking the Most High Yah with your whole heart? Or are you letting some vain imaginations come up in your mind and you just going on with your thoughts and you're not taking those thoughts into captivity? Are you really seeking the Most High Yah with your whole heart? Now, I ain't talking about you. We don't want you now. We talking about the heart that He gave you. No longer written on tablets of stone, but on tablets of flesh. So when you're seeking the Most High Yah with your whole heart, your two lungs that sit in your body, those are like two tablets of flesh. And the Torah is written on your lungs. Every breath that you take, thou shalt not, thou shalt. All the understanding of the Most High Yah is written right there. So are you seeking Him with your whole heart? Because there are things that are written on your heart that you should be pulling out of your heart when things come up. You should be able to say, if fear would ever try to rise up, and we know fear is not even in our DNA, with our whole heart, we should say, oh, He did not give me the spirit of fear, but power and love and a sound mind, when you're seeking Him with your whole heart. And then when circumstances happen and you begin to see things, because we can see, right? When we're seeking Him with our whole heart, we be like this, I'm going to walk by faith and not by sight. I don't even see that. I'm walking by the obedience to the Torah that the Most High Yah has written His laws on my heart and on my mind. So when I begin to think of some stuff, I got to think of those things that are lovely. Think on those things that are pure. Think of those things that are of a good report. Y'all be thinking of the bad report. Well, they put everything together, child, and I don't think it's going to happen. Think on these things. Think on these things. What things are you thinking on? Because that's not a kingdom thought. Think on these things that are lovely. Think on these things that are pure. Think on these things that are of a good report. Y'all be giving yourself a bad report. And the Most High Yah said, I haven't even showed up yet. I'm testing you on your faith to see if you really gonna hold down. I'm really seeing, if you can walk in my word. They that wait upon the Most High Yah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings of eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Here you are fainting everywhere. And I done told you, don't get weary in well-doing. You gonna reap this harvest if you faint not. Why you fainting? Because you ain't seeking Him with your whole heart. You ain't seeking Him with your whole heart. That's why you're fainting. And when you seeking the Most High Yah with your whole heart, you gonna seek godly counsel. You don't just talk to any old body when you seeking the Most High Yah with your whole heart. Sometimes you just got to be still and be quiet. Be still and know that He is the Most High Yah. When you're seeking Him with your whole heart, you just like, I'm going to be still and know. Huh? Look like all hell breaking out. But you up here talking about peace, be still. I'm just going to be still and know that He is Yah. He has given me authority in the earth realm. But I ain't walking like it. I ain't looking like it. I ain't walking like it. I ain't talking like it. I'm just like going on with my emotions and my imaginations. But you can't do that when you're seeking him with your whole heart. You know, we let circumstances run away with us, and the Most High Yah is testing us on, if something happens today, will you lose your mind? Come on now, Most High, not today. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, whenever you say stuff like this test come. If something happens today, will you lose your mind?
Mm-hmm.
When you know for a fact that all things work together for them who love the Most High Yah and that are called according to his purpose. Oh, you can say that until something happens. Where you at? Can you really say all things work together for them who love the Most High Yah and that are called according to his purpose? And can you really after that say, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done? No, you're going to fall apart. You're going to go kicking and screaming. And then you're going to be like, okay, Most High, what should I do? After all that, I want to see heaven done all you can. Will you stand? You know, sometimes the Most High Yah want to see if you would just stand. He gave you endurance. You are endowed with the Ruach HaKodesh. Sometimes he wants to see if you would just stand. Haven't done all you can, just stand. You can't do nothing else but stand. And when you stand now, you ain't just standing now. You ain't just standing idle. You're standing on the word. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Why don't you take a stand on that? Why don't you take a stand on that? When lack wants to show up, when things look like they ain't going the way you think they should go, why can't you just stand on the Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want? Ooh, tell him that. The king gonna look at you like, are you challenging me right now? Because see, my reputation is on the line. Are you? Say it again. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Stand on that every day instead of standing on, I don't know what they said. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I did it. The Most High Yah looking at you like, who words are those though? My thoughts are not your thoughts. As high as the heavens are high, they're higher than yours. So stand on the Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Ooh, that's powerful right there in itself. If you would take a stand on it and believe it and walk in it every single day. You're not looking at what you done put together. Because a lot of times, you know, we done put our little portfolio together. Well, by the age of 57, Dr. J going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to have this. And it ain't looking like that. So now I might be looking at that thing as a setback, or looking at that thing like, you know, I thought this was the Most High. You know, y'all be lying on the Most High. When things don't turn out the way y'all think they should think, the way they should, or you thought they should, y'all be lying on the Most High. Y'all changed the whole agenda. Well, I guess this is what he didn't have me to do. He said, haven't done all you can, just stand. So if I told you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And just because it's not in your timing, don't mean it's not going to be done. And then all of a sudden, here come the victory. Y'all shouting everywhere, getting on my nerves, shouting everywhere. Oh, he came through. He did it. Oh, he's a miracle worker. He looking at you like, all you had to do is take a stand. So the whole time through the process, you was worried, you was concerned, you was putting your own stuff on it, you was kind of withdrawing, you was walking through you was doing all kinds of stuff during the process, and he just watching you. He said, didn't I tell you I'm going to bless you? Didn't I tell you I'm going to bless you? If you keep this book of the law, you shall prosper and have good success. Obviously, we don't believe it until we see it. Come on now. We don't believe it until we see it. When it don't look like it's going our way, when we look like the circumstance, we don't believe it until we see it. That's not a kingdom mindset. That's not a Hebraic mindset. Hebrews think like this. I don't know when the Most High Yah's going to act. But what I do know, I know he's going to act on my behalf. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't care about the circumstances, but I know he's going to act on my behalf. I ain't worried about the when, the how, and the where. I know it's already done. And they keep going about their day. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Relationships. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Come on now. Finances. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. And that's how you have to walk. Healing in your body. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Say something. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. So the next time somebody say, girl, I thought you was going, the Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Period. That's the bottom line. So having done all I can stand, that's what I'm standing on. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. It was good for me that I was afflicted. That's all I'm going to say. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Thou rod, thou staff, thou comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. And that's how I'm going to walk. Now walk it out. For real. Seek him with your whole heart. Walk it out. Walk it out. Don't get down. Don't get depressed. Don't get disappointed. Don't look at life where I'm at right now and how long it's going to take me to get there. What? The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Ooh, y'all done made a declaration this morning, whether you know it or not. You just made a declaration. And this is the year 5781, the widening of the mouth. And you just done told the Most High Yah on the third day, divine intervention. The Most High Yah is my shepherd. What you want? And I shall not want. Wow. Come on, Ruach HaKodesh. Come on, Ruach HaKodesh. The most important person in the world. Speak to us this morning, because you don't speak according to yourself. All right, y'all. I don't know about you, but I feel like something done happened in this atmosphere. I don't know about you, but I feel the Ruach HaKodesh going before us and making every crooked place straight. I don't know about you, but there's just been a release in the atmosphere. All right now, greater is he that is in me than he that was ever in this world. I'm going to speak it all day long. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Woo, Most High. I come lifting up everyone on YouTube live this morning. The ones that are listening live and the ones that will listen to the recording later. You got a word for them to stand on. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Thank you for the authority in your kingdom. Thou kingdom come, thou will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thank you for giving us the keys of the kingdom, that we can stand on your word and seek you with our whole heart. Having done all we can, we gonna stand. And when we begin to think on some things, we will think on those things that are lovely. We will think on the things that are pure, and think on the things that of a good report. Having done all we can, we will stand. Decrease me as you give the increase. Oh, I'm not sufficient of myself. All sufficiency lies on the inside of you. And I will forever give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. And it's in the mighty, mighty name of Yahushua I pray. All praises to the Most High Yah. All praises to the Most High Yah. It was good for me that I was afflicted, because it taught me some things. Oh, come on now. Yahushua will learn obedience through the things that he suffered. Hallelujah. And bless your name. The word says, if 2 or 3 gather together in his name, that he would be in the midst. The word says, if 2 touch and agree on anything, it shall be done. And I know I can't do nothing this morning without this word being established through the law, the prophets, and the writings. So the method style of study, it is a process of studying the word of Ahia, Asher, Ahia, which is I am that I am in Hebrew, the great I am, the Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we seek his guidance and live in a kingdom lifestyle. The Torah is the Most High Yah's teachings and instructions in 613 principles. Is where the Creator speaks, mother. And then we search the witnesses through the books of the prophets, the Nevi'im, and the books of the writings, the Ketuvim, collectively the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuvim, are identified as the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament's proper title, and it's the only book that Yahushua studied in reference throughout the New Testament. Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 18. And it shall be, when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book out of that which is before the priests of the Levites. Today we look to the word kingdom, malahut, dominion, extractly, the estate, rule, or concretely the country, realm, kingdom, kings, reign, royal. The Torah testifies. Numbers chapter 32, verse 33. And Moshe gave unto them, even to the children of Gad, and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Shahu, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof in the coast, even the cities of the country round about. The prophets proclaim. Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 9. And at what instant I shall speak concerning a nation, and concerning a kingdom, to build and to plant it. The writings bear witness. 1 Kings chapter 9, verse 5. Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever, as I promised to David thy father, saying, there shall not fail thee a man upon the throne of Israel. We have completed the method style of study this morning, reviewing kingdom. First, we recognize the standard set in the Torah and 613 principles. Then we searched the witnesses in the books of the prophets, the Nevi'im, and the books of the writings, the Ketuvim, collectively the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuvim, are identified as the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament's proper title, and it's the only book that Yahushua studied in reference throughout the New Testament. 5 a.m. prayer. When you become realigned with the Most High Yah's kingdom, you live in two kingdoms. The invisible kingdom of Yah lives within you, and the human kingdom, the kingdom of darkness fueled by Hasatan. It is important to understand that there is a culture clash, but Yah's kingdom reigns above all worldly kingdoms. 2 Kings chapter 19, verse 19. Now therefore, O Most High, the Most High Yah, I beseech thee, save thou us out of his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art the Most High Yah, even thou only. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be unto you, 5 a.m. prayer community. It is important to make a conscious decision to live according to the kingdom of the Most High Yah, and not according to man's system and man-made laws. All right now. So now, are you ready for the word of Yah, the father of Abraham, the father of Isaac, the father of Jacob? Are you ready for the word of Yah, the father of Abraham, the father of Isaac, the father of Jacob? This morning we are coming out of the book of Genesis, Bereshit in Hebrew. Genesis chapter 3 in its entirety. Again, this morning we are coming out of the book of Genesis, Bereshit in Hebrew. Genesis chapter 3 in its entirety, and it reads, Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Most High Yah had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has Yah said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yah has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For Yah does know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Most High Yah walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Most High Yah among the trees of the garden. And the Most High Yah called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thee that thou was naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? And the man said, The woman who thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Most High Yah said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Most High Yah said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thou desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. And the sweat of thy face shall thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it was thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife named Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also, to his wife, did the Most High Yah make coats of skin and clothe them. And the Most High Yah said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil. And now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore the Most High Yah sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man and placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. May the Most High Yah add a blessing to the reading and hearing of his most holy word. Through all your getting, get an understanding. Now that you're walking in the kingdom, you're going to have a culture clash, because you're living in two kingdoms: the invisible kingdom and the kingdom of darkness, the kingdom of Hasatan. So now there is a culture clash. When you become realigned with the kingdom of heaven, you essentially now live in two worlds or kingdoms. The invisible kingdom of Yah lives within you through the presence of the governor. The human kingdom, the kingdom of darkness, is all around you. In addition, remnants of the rebellion's nature are still in your life and need to be rooted out. Come on, Most High Yah. That's the reason why you gotta seek him with your whole heart. You gotta stand on his word. You can't lean to your own understanding. You gotta think on these things, because his law is written on your heart and on your mind. In addition, remnants of the rebellious nature are still present in your life and need to be rooted out. We are therefore faced with a choice of which kingdom and its culture we are going to yield to. Paul encouraged the first century kingdom citizens in Philippi to keep their focus on the heavenly kingdom, because our citizenship is in heaven. Following his list of the fruit of the Ruach, he told the Galatians, those who belong to HaMashiach Yahushua have crucified the sinful nature with its passions and desires. Since we live by the Ruach, let us keep in step with the Ruach. The disciple John encouraged Yahushua's followers, the ones who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. In other words, the power of the governor within you exponentially exceeds the power of the kingdom of the world around you. we often experience a clash of these cultures, especially within our families. Let me illustrate with another example from the kingdom and colony. The majority of the people who live in the Caribbean nations are Black. Many are related because their ancestors came from the same villages in Africa when they were brought to the Caribbeans as slaves. People from the same family were often separated, sold to owners in different colonial kingdoms. So you have people who belong to the same family, but depending on what kingdom they fell under. They took on the language and customs of that kingdom so that today the descendants of a single family can't even communicate with one another. They don't know each other's language. While this was a tragic consequences of colonizationism, you may have a similar experience when you enter the kingdom of Yah and take on an entirely different culture. Because you exhibit the evidence of a changed life, your own family members, people you grew up with, may no longer understand you or why you act in the way you do. They notice that you've changed your language in your friendships. They see that you've stopped doing things that are against the heavenly kingdom. The proof that you are in the kingdom is that you are living the lifestyle of a different culture. Now you are living by the Ruach. Sometimes we try to have one foot in the kingdom of heaven and one foot in the kingdom of the world. Come on now. It's a clash of the cultures. Sometimes we will try to have one foot in the kingdom of heaven and one foot in the kingdom of the world. We want the governor to look the other way while we behave according to a culture that is foreign to the kings. Yet Paul wrote to the Galatians, live by the Ruach, and you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. For the sinful nature desires what is contrary to the Ruach, and the Ruach what is contrary to the sinful nature. They are in conflict with each other, so that you do not want what you want, so that you do not do what you want. Say that again, Dr. J. They are in conflict with each other, so that you do not do what you want. But if you are led by the Ruach, you are not under the law. Come on, Ruach HaKadosh. Paul went on to catalog the culture of the rebellious nature. Come on, Queen Adrian. Paul went on to catalog the culture of the rebellious nature. The acts of the sinful nature are obvious. Sexual immorality, impurity, and hypocrisy, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions and envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of Yah. The word inherit here implies living in or experiencing the kingdom. The culture of heaven and the culture of the world are opposites. You cannot experience the kingdom of heaven if you are living according to a foreign culture. Since the governor's role is to convert the citizens to live as the king does, when we act according to the culture of darkness, he rebukes and corrects us. He does this in two ways. First, he uses the internal warning system of our consciousness. Second, he reminds us of the teachings of the king. He brings to our minds what is recorded in the constitution of the kingdom, or the written record of the king's words and ways, the scriptures. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Paul wrote that we no longer live under law. In other words, our trying to follow strict do's and don'ts doesn't work. Only a changed nature causes us to live as the king lives. And the governor gives us this new nature and enables us to follow it. Remember the speech from the throne, through which the royal governor would read the queen's wills for the Bahamas for the coming year. The scriptures are a major component of the speech from the heavenly throne. And as we become familiar with them, the governor teaches and reminds us of the king's will. He tells us, you're planning to do this, but that's not what the king says is good for you. The governor teaches and reminds us of the king's will. Oh, he tells us, you're planning to do this, but that's not what the king says is good for you. That's not written in the speech from the throne. The Ruach HaKodesh will only speak in accordance with what is in the speech because it's the king's mind. And again, our job is to say, not my will, but yours be done. Yahushua said, the Ruach HaKodesh gives life. The flesh counts for nothing. The words I have spoken to you are Ruach, and they are life. Come on, Most High Yah. You must remember that you are under a new master teacher, Yahushua HaMashiach. You are under a new philosophy of life. You are a student of a new curriculum. You are a steward of a new ideology. You have abandoned all other schools and have submitted yourself totally to the kingdom school. And the governor is your private teacher, enabling you to internalize and manifest the teachings of the king. He is like a royal tutorer, instilling the nature of the kingdom into the king's children. We have to be trained in what it means to be heirs in the heavenly kingdom. The governor begins by teaching us to relate to the Creator as our Abba again, so that we can call him Abba Father, just as the king's son did. This relationship enables us to be remade in the image of our Creator. Come on, Ruach HaKodesh. This relationship enables us to be remade in the image of our Creator. It is because of the rebellion that we lost our capacity to manifest his nature. That nature has been distorted in us because of our former association with the kingdom of darkness. The governor has the challenging job of teaching us to be what we were originally created to be. Oh, this is good. The governor has the challenging job of teaching us to be what we were originally created to be. The qualities or fruit of the Ruach that we have been looking at are not only what the king does, they are what he is. The king doesn't only act in love, he is love. He doesn't only demonstrate peace, he is peace. In every aspect of the king's nature is what we are to be in our essence as well. This is what Yahushua meant when he said, as recorded in the book of Matthew, be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Realizing that we are to reflect the nature of our King Abba causes us to watch what we allow to enter the personal culture of our spirits, souls, and bodies. Paul wrote to the kingdom citizens in the city of Corinth, do you not know that your body is a temple of the Ruach HaKodesh who is in you, whom you have received from Yah? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor Yah with your body. Paul was saying, in effect, don't you know that your body is the governor's mansion? Don't you know that your body is the governor mansion? He is Kadosh, and he lives in you. Therefore, you need to keep the residence clean for him and in accordance with his nature. Yahushua paid for the redemption of your Ruach soul in body so that the governor could live within you. Therefore, as stewards of the governor's mansion, you should honor it by taking care of it. Yahushua taught, your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are good, your whole body also is full of light. But when they are bad, your body also is full of darkness. The culture of the world enters our lives through our eyes and ears. Whatever we watch on television or the internet or read in a book affects the quality of our inner personal culture. Whatever we keep listening to influences our lives. We must not allow a destructive culture to invade and destroy our lives and our work for the heavenly kingdom. Being a kingdom citizen requires that we exist in some degree of tension because we live in the midst of a culture of rebellion and death. Yet we live here for the purpose of spreading the kingdom of light and pushing back the kingdom of darkness. This is why Yahushua prayed to the Father just before he died. My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of it. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. Even as we live in this tension, therefore, we live in the reality of the love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control of the heavenly kingdom. Paul wrote to the kingdom citizens living in Euphrates, you were dead in your transgressions and sin, in which you used to live when you followed the ways of this world and of the ruler of the kingdom of the air, the Ruach, who is now at work in those who are obedient. All of us also lived among them at one time, gratifying the cravings of our sinful nature and following its desires in thoughts. Some of us still there, Most High. But because of his great love for us, Yah, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Hamashiach, even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. And Yah raised up with Hamashiach and seated us with him in the heavenly realms of Hamashiach, in Hamashiach Yahushua. For we are Yah's workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahushua to do good works, which Yah prepared in advance for us to do. Though we live on earth, we are also seated in the heavenly realms with the King who has brought us to live in his heavenly kingdom. And we have all the resources of this kingdom to enable us to live out the culture of the kingdom on earth. Yahushua told his disciples, Talmudines, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. The gifts of the Ruach, the power of kingdom culture. When the Ruach was poured out on the day of Shavuot, you know it as Pentecost, kingdom citizens were given the governor's power with the various kingdom abilities to promote kingdom culture on earth. These abilities are known as the gifts of the Ruach. The fruit has to do with the character of the king. It is the development of the king's nature within us. The gifts has to do with the power of the king. One is character. The other is ability. But both are necessary for the kingdom life. Some of these abilities are the gifts of wisdom, knowledge, faith, healing, miracles, and prophecies. We will take a closer look at these gifts in another teaching. However, we should note here that while character develops over time, ability, power from the governor can be received immediately after a person realigns the king and receives the outpouring of the Ruach in his life. With these gifts of power comes great responsibility. Character is more important than power because it protects our use of that power. It keeps us from using it for the wrong motivations and purposes. It prevents us from using our power to hurt others rather than to help them. Everyone wants power. And when we are offered it, we don't often think about the need to regulate it. Many people seek power without realizing how critical it is for them to develop the essential qualities of the kingdom at the same time. It is easier to receive the gifts of the Ruach than it is to develop the fruits of the Ruach. It is easier to obtain the power of Yah than it is to develop the character of Yah. Therefore, we must develop the qualities such as love, kindness, and self-control, because they will moderate our use of the gifts. No wonder why he told us almost a year ago to walk in self-control. Both the qualities and the gifts are important. Therefore, but the qualities are vital because power without character is dangerous. A balance between the two is a challenge for all kingdom citizens. I believe this is why Yahushua was spent 3.5 years teaching his disciples how to live, how to think, and how to act as kingdom citizens. He trained them first, and then they received the power of the heavenly government through the outpouring of the Ruach HaKodesh at Shavuot, Pentecost. He also told them after he had returned to the Father, the governor would continue to train them because being transformed into the culture of the kingdom is an ongoing, lifelong process. This is an ongoing, lifelong process. So we need the influence of culture. Ultimately, culture is spread through influence. And the qualities and gifts of the Ruach are the influence of the kingdom on earth. As we allow the governor to transform our lives into the nature of the king, and as we demonstrate his power, our lives will have an effect on others. This is how the kingdom of heaven will spread on the earth. When Peter explained that the outpouring of the Ruach at Shavuot, Pentecost, was the fulfillment of the king's promise, the impact on the people who had gathered there was powerful. Those who accepted Peter's message about the kingdom were baptized, immersed, and about 3,000 were added to their number that day. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teachings and to the fellowship, to the breaking of the bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe, and many wonders and miracles, signs, miraculous signs were done by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. Selling their possessions and goods, they gave to anyone as he had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere heart, praising Yah and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Most High added to their number daily those who were being saved. That is quite a picture of cultural transformation. Say it again, Dr. J. That is quite a picture of cultural transformation. The public impact of the believers' love, sharing, teaching, and demonstrations of the kingdom power as a reflection of the culture of the kingdom led to their having favor with all the people who witnessed their kingdom lifestyle. And the influence of the kingdom of heaven on earth grew daily. As vice governors under the royal governor, we serve as ambassadors of kingdom culture. Kingdom influence will grow from personal commitment to community transformation, to national impact, to worldwide conversion. But it begins with one person who exchanges the culture of the kingdom of darkness for the kingdom of life and light. With which kingdom are you aligned right now? That's a question. With which kingdom are you aligned right now? This is an ongoing, lifelong process to get an understanding of kingdom living, of a kingdom lifestyle. You're in a clash of cultures right now. There is a head-on collision taking place in your life with the kingdom of darkness and the kingdom of light. And your flesh is warring against your ruach. Your ruach and your flesh is having a battle, a clash of cultures. Paul said, I got to die to my flesh daily. If we don't understand, we are ambassadors on this earth to Ruach HaKodesh live within us. We got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we talk. We got to change the way we walk. And it's a lifelong, ongoing process. Don't you know the kingdom of darkness knows that you have crossed over into the kingdom of light? Why do you think there's a big battle going on in your life? Your wants, your desires, your flesh is taking over like never before. When you were in the church, because you were in darkness, you didn't have all these clashes. Because you were living in the kingdom of darkness. So Hasatan wasn't coming for you. Now that you are in the kingdom of light, Hasatan is coming for you himself. Why you think you got so many attacks every single day? When you step off into the kingdom, the battle begins. You got to call Michael to war for you every single day while you walk in the kingdom of light. You can't just get up and say, Most High, thank you for the day. You got to say, thank you for this day. Now, Michael, war. That's the reason why we're waging war. We got to get an understanding where you are in this walk. You're going to have to fight every day. Your flesh is coming for you. Because your Ruach is trying to get you to walk in a new culture, a new lifestyle, a new mindset. Repent. Change your way of thinking. For the kingdom of the Most High Yah is at hand. I've never had so many battles in my flesh since we started teaching this kingdom. I didn't have all these battles. My flesh warring, my flesh wanting, my flesh desiring, my flesh waking up like never before. Because the Ruach. There's been an invasion, y'all. In case you didn't know it. And your flesh is like coming against it. It's a clash of cultures. That's what's going on. The Most High Yah will not have us ignorant of Hasatan devices. So the fight is getting harder every day. Your flesh is mad. Because you done woke up into the kingdom of light. The reason why Hasatan ain't messing with nobody else, they ain't walking in the kingdom, y'all. They ain't walking in the kingdom. The attacks come straight for kingdom citizens. When we were teaching on everything else, besides the kingdom, we had attacks here and there. But since we was like, nope, we going back to kingdom teaching, and we not going to stop until we see the kingdom. Every bit of your flesh stood up. But you took a stand with the Ruach HaKodesh against your flesh. You told your flesh there are things you're not going to do no more. And when you told your flesh there are things you're not going to do anymore, Hasatan came for you. Directly. Because now you walking in a kingdom culture. You done separated yourself from the kingdom of darkness to walk in the kingdom of light. You're starting to disconnect yourself from your flesh. And your flesh hates it. So your flesh is going to come for you. And your flesh is going to come from you through other people. When you start getting rid of folks, they're going to start harder and harder to convince you not to get rid of them. because your flesh has a desire. Paul said, I die to my flesh daily. You gotta die to your flesh daily. This battle is not yours. It's the Most High Yah's. Greater is He that is in me than he that was ever in this world. The fight is on, y'all. You just didn't realize it. He tried to set you up with self-control. Because, baby, if you could walk out self-control, you can control your flesh. It's a battle going on. There's a clash of the cultures. The kingdom of darkness that surrounds you and the invisible kingdom that is within you. You gonna find me when you seek me with your whole heart. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Wow! Wow, wow, wow! Ain't no good thing in your flesh. The Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Okay. Play music.
Now connected to S's iPhone.
Wow!
If I should ever leave and walk,
Wow, wow, wow!
please don't close the door on me. If I should go astray, I know your love will come someday.
Yes, sir!
If I should ever leave and walk, please don't close the door on me.
Bless your name!
I should go astray.
Wow! Daily!
I should ever leave,
Don't close the door. Oh,
I should go astray.
I know your love. I know your love. Bless your name! So good!
I should ever leave, I know you do it.
Oh!
I should go astray. If I should go, I know your love. I should ever, if I should,
I know your love. I know your love. Oh!
I should go, if I
If I go astray. If I
ever leave, oh, if I ever leave, oh, please don't close the door on me and mortify. Should go astray. I know your love will bring you home someday. If I should. If I should go astray, I hear your love calling. I hear your love calling me. Come back home, come back home. If I should go astray, man, Queen Adrian.
It's an ongoing, lifelong process.
Wow.
We got to get this, y'all. We got to get this. You know, maybe we thought, oh, we just going through some kingdom teaching. We're learning, kingdom principles for kingdom living. No. There's a conversion going on. There is a head-on collision taking place in your life. Hasatan ain't happy with you. Hasatan ain't happy with you, honey. And I'm finding out now it is only in the remnant. Many are called, but few are chosen. Only the few can live this life. And I'm serious. Because the many will fall off. Only the few take a stand and say, I'm going to do this to the end no matter what. It's a remnant. I didn't call you because you were many in numbers. I called you because you were few. Wow! One of them little military people say, all we need is a few good men. A few. Wow. You better know that you are chosen for such a time as this. You have been chosen. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm just so done. I'm so done. This was so good this morning. Now you're getting the understanding, huh? Why life is hitting you the way it is right now. It's something when you get that understanding because your little flesh. Your flesh done turned up, baby. Because the kingdom of the Most High Yah done showed up. Your flesh is turning out. Yeah, you crazy. Your responses, your desires. Has your desire been so, it's been so hard?
Has your little flesh been like, I need somebody in my life. I want him.
Your flesh done got real turned up. You better watch yourself. Because you done got caught up at the fence, child. You better watch yourself, child. Your flesh will have you so caught up, child. You'll be at the fence. You understand me? And you'll find yourself on the fence. About to straddle the fence. About to jump the fence. Because your desire is crazy.
And you'll find yourself wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in somebody's toothless child. I'm trying to tell you, your flesh is crazy. And the next day you be looking like, what the world? And you be having a snagger-tooth tiger after you.
I'm telling y'all, your flesh crazy right now. And your desires turned up and your wants is turned up. Now we grown now. We grown. You'll find yourself going with bald-headed Sammy. You know what I'm saying? You'll find yourself with, that because your flesh is crazy. Wake up talking about last night. Your flesh is crazy. Your flesh is crazy. Come on, queens. Because your desire and you single and you ain't got no man in your life. He might be missing some teeth and you be all right. Hanging on them, loving on them. Be on the fence, child. Come on, kings. You'll find yourself now with some raggedy woman waking up the next day talking about last night. Oh, you be like, Paul, that I want to do, I don't do. Oh, wretched man am I. Everything is turned up right now. Your senses are turned up. You get agitated easier because the enemy wants you to say stuff, cuss folks out. You mad. Real mad, like a whole man. Like a whole day, you mad. It's the kingdom, y'all. When Paul said, I gotta die to my flesh daily, y'all better start dying to your flesh. When you want to say something that you thinking in your mind, bite your tongue. I don't believe in tongue piercing, but I'm about to get a whole lot of piercings. Clip, 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 clip. Every time I think something, I'm going to bite my tongue. Now that I know, I didn't know what was going on. Child about to jump the fence. Because your desire is, your flesh wants to be touched. Your flesh got a need, a desire. Oh, wretched woman am I. Child, you hide the next day with sunglasses. Nah, man, we can't go out like that. We can't go out like that. No, we cannot go out like that. Not like that. So y'all better get it together. I'm telling you, this flesh is all the way turned up. It's agitated easily. It will cuss you out. Oh, you will get cussed out. Die to your flesh. Now that you know. Think on those things that are pure. Think of those things that are lovely. Think on those things that have a good report. Child, I to shoot. Your flesh right now is crazy. It will do anything. It will do anything. Don't trust yourself. Don't trust yourself. Please don't. Do not trust yourself. You'll find yourself cussing your kids out, cussing the neighbors out. Girl, you agitated. I get it. Shoot. Ooh. Big brim hat and a trench coat, child. You already know, Queen Adrian. Child, where my damn medicine? That's what I'm talking about. I already know, girl. Tony the Tiger, they're great. You already know, girl. Ooh, a wood leg, Woodrow. I know that's right, because this flesh is dumb. Child, you be having some folks thinking they look good. Be like, shoot, she want me. No, she don't. She don't want you. She don't desire you. None of that. Trust me. Her flesh is dumb. I just want, I need, I want, I need. So every time you saying you want, you need, the kingdom of darkness is listening. Every time you say you want, you need, I just, it's been so long. Every time you say that, the kingdom of darkness is listening. You got to take that want and I need and switch it up with the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. I don't want for nothing. I don't desire nothing, especially if it's not in the laws of the Most High Yah. Thou shalt not fornicate. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Therefore, the Most High Yah is my shepherd, and I shall not want. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Because you's about to be crazy. I'm just want to check you right on that. Queen Adrian, child, be careful out there. Be careful out there, girl. Be careful. Kill that flesh. You got that right. Kill it. Kill that flesh. Oh my goodness. Good thing your Hoosier is a fence all around me every day. I got a whole new understanding for a doggone Fred Hammond song. Peter, be a fence all around me every day. I'm asking you to protect me. Yes, child. We need some protection up in this kingdom life, child. Because that enemy done turned up every desire. We warring with the flesh now. We are warring. Stay off that fence. You got that right, girl. Stay off the fence. Child, no. No, and no. Child, no. All right, we're going to see what we're going to have to die to today. Queen Adrian, I'm sure you're going to tell me what you had to die to today, child, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I just don't know what it is, but I know it's coming. We're going to have to die to the flesh today. So remember, we walking in the Most High Yah is our shepherd, and we shall not want. Die to your flesh. May the Most High Yah bless us and keep us, for real. May the Most High Yah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious to us. May the Most High Yah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace. Shalom. So get to the blog spot, get to Facebook, get to YouTube. It will encourage you, girl. Have a supernatural blessed day. It's a clash of the cultures. I love you, Queen Adrian. I love you, girl. I'm with you, child. Keep hope alive. All right now.